a strong rebuke by the White House against Russia for what it's calling a contradiction in strategy, a focus on propping up the Syrian government that the U.S. says has allowed ISIL to retake Palmyra and seize an anti-aircraft missile system.
The ISIL threat today, again, if these reports are true, is worse because of the failed strategy of the Syrians and the Russians.
The White House has repeatedly defended its efforts to resolve the Syrian conflict diplomatically. Still, it's under increasing pressure to do more to stop the carnage in Aleppo.
We told people that help was on the way, that we were going to be providing arms to their brothers and sons and fathers, and we just never delivered in the way that we said we would. We left them hanging.
Increasingly, there's a push inside the United States to call what's happening in Aleppo a war crime. There are questions, too, about whether the reports of men, women, and children being slaughtered in the streets have heightened to the levels of genocide committed in Bosnia and Rwanda, where some have accused then-President Bill Clinton of failing to act.
It should shame you.
The White House says President Obama and Secretary of State John Kerry have led a tireless effort to bring the violence to an end. Still, there are many who believe that a diplomatic end to the chaos is unlikely, and Syrian government forces will continue to capture previously held rebel territory.
Aleppo is not the last victory that we're going to see with Bashar al-Assad, but perhaps one of the first. And unless there is a significant introduction of new military forces or military power into the fight, I see in the medium and long term this effort has failed on the part of the rebels.
Well, the U.S. has encouraged other countries to support its efforts diplomatically. Its military efforts remain contained, with just a little more than a few hundred special operations troops advising and training Syrian rebels. And there is little political will at the moment for more. Kimberly, Halkett, Al Jazeera, Washington.